Testing, testing, 1 2 1 2. Testing, testing, 1 2 1 2. Yo, AGS, week 6, week 5 recap. Let's get into some things that's been going on so far in this league. Before I even get into the predictions, let me just look at the standings and see who's doing what over here in the conference itself. In the AFC, you got the Colts 6-0. Only close game he had was against the champ. He had a close game with the Texans, but scored, I think, 35 points in the fourth quarter. I don't know what the Texans was doing, but he just let that one slip right out his hand. But you also got the Ravens, who's 5-0. Ravens are 5-0, so they're right there with the Colts, step for step. Dolphins 4-2. Chargers 4-1. You got a lot of good AFC teams with good records. So, a lot of teams getting off to great starts. Bengals, Texans, like all these teams off to great starts. So, but remember, it ain't how you start. It's how you finish. Over here in the NFC, we got the Cards still undefeated. Bears 5-1. Bucks 4-1. Niners 5-1. A lot of teams with 1 losses over here. And then you got a couple of 2-loss teams. So, a couple of teams is off to great starts in both conferences. But remember, again, this ain't a sprint, this is a marathon. So, if you're starting off hot, you want to continue to play that way. But let's get into week 5 recap. First up, we got Dolphins and Bengals. And Dolphins won the thriller, 28-26. Good win for this Dolphins team. Steph Anthony just joined the league a couple of weeks ago, and he's been solid all around, both my leagues. He's been a tough out for anybody. He's been taking out anybody that's somebody, and he's continued to play that way. And he won this one on the road, 28-26. Good win for the Dolphins. Then we had Bears and Packers. Statement win for the Bears, telling the Packers, you won this division last year. Ain't going to be the case this year. 49-9, division win, statement win, good win for the Bears. Then we had Titans and Jags. I was rooting for the Jags to come out and do big things, but he lost 55-7. It's okay, Jags. Just get back to the drawing board doing what you did to get that win the other week, and you'll be just fine. But good one for the Titans. Titans off to a pretty good start this year. Then you got Chargers and Chiefs. Chargers took out the Chiefs. Once again, I thought Chiefs would win this one. I believe I took the Chiefs to win this one. I don't know. I think I did. But I know last year, Chargers beat the Chiefs again late in the season to officially eliminate the Chiefs. So I figured Chiefs would come back with some revenge on their mind. Didn't happen. Chargers won again in a close one. But if I'm the Chiefs now, when I play the Chargers team again, he's going to think twice, like, what is he doing wrong? So that's what you want to do. You want to get in your opponent's head before you even grab these sticks and get on the game. You want to get in your opponent's head. And right now, Chargers might be in the Chiefs' head. If Chargers win the next one against the Chiefs, oh yeah, it's definitely gonna be a mental thing. You can bet and believe if the game is close in the fourth quarter, the Chiefs will do something to blow that game against the Chargers. Good win for the Chargers. Next, we had the champ, Gas Nation, win against Dre. Dre lost a shootout, 42-35. Scored 35 points but gave up 42. If the defense could have made a stop, Cowboys would have won this game. Cowboys not off to the start that they would hoped, because they didn't have the good start last year, so they were trying to turn things around this year. Not happening. He gave the Eagles a run for their money but came up short. That's another loss in the column for the Cowboys. Next, Colts and Texans. Like I said, this game was close going into the fourth quarter. Indy put up 35 in the fourth quarter. Colts was actually winning this game going into the fourth quarter, 21-17, and he just collapsed. I mean, roof fell in. Everything that you could think of just went downhill. Listen, man, you got to be able to stay poised in situations, and you got to be able to know, what's going on at the moment. You always got to be able to know the temperature of the room. At some point in time, for him to score 35 points, that means you constantly turn the ball over. You were supposed to do something to eliminate that. Try running the ball or something. You had almost 100 yards on the ground. So why you just started going air out mode? I don't know what happened. Texans might have panicked. But in any case, he let the Colts off the hook. Colts end up running away with this one in the fourth. Then you got Niners in Washington. Lowski's pretty much on a losing streak. I've been looking around. He's been losing quite often. Got to turn it around. Them losing streaks will pile up, and before you know it, you'll be in a serious losing streak. So it's sometimes hard to get the monkey off your back, though. I ain't even gonna lie. You look around, you lose about 4 games in a row, and the hardest thing to do is to get a win. Lowski might be going through that right now. Listen, the morale can drop very, very fast in these leagues. Just as fast as you may be up feeling good, a couple losses, you'll be feeling down. The main thing is you got to have a short-term memory. You can't carry a loss into next week's matchup, no matter how devastating the loss is. You got to be able to shake that off and focus on what's in front of you. And right now, Washington's having a hard time doing that. But good win for Coach Coleman, that Niner team. Then we had, this one, we had a battle, man. We had a low-scoring defensive game going on. He was up 10-7 in the fourth quarter. We was driving, and what do you think happened? The service went down, and we didn't get to finish where we left off. And I gave him the forced win, even though I had the ball and I was driving. So bear in mind, for anybody, this goes for anybody, listen clearly. If you are playing somebody and you are down and you don't get the finish, I don't care if you was on the 1-yard line and you down and you say, oh, if I scored the touchdown, I would have tied it or I'd have took the lead. If that game cut out and y'all don't get the finish, you getting the loss. I gave the loss to myself with no problems, no questions asked, because we didn't get the finish. So why would it be fair to him to force him the game and he was up? So what? I was driving. You understand? It don't matter if I was on the 3, 5, or 2-yard line. I could have threw a pick. I could have fumbled. I could have got a holding call. I could have missed a field goal. Doesn't matter. If the game cut off and you're down, I don't care where you at on the field. I don't care if you on a 2, 1-yard line. If the game cut off and y'all don't get the finish, that's a forced win for the opponent. I'm pretty sure most of y'all understand that, but I still got to say it. I did it to myself. I gave myself a forced loss. So you better believe you Negroes is definitely going to get a forced loss if you put in that situation. You understand? Now, of course, we're talking different circumstances if you get together and finish the game or whatever the case may be, or work something out. I'm simply saying if you are down and the game cut out, I don't care if you're down by 1 point and all you need is a field goal and you in field goal range. If the game cut out and you don't finish, that's a forced win for your opponent. Moving right along. Browns and Raiders. Bay Boy Relly, I expected a much, much better game than this from the Raiders. They had a low-scoring AFC Championship matchup last season. I don't know what's going on with the Raiders defense between this season and last season. You would think he wasn't giving up this many points last season, and you would think his defense had to get better this season. I mean, you get to add pieces. I don't know what's going on with this Raiders team, but that defense is not doing them any favors at all. In this case, the offense didn't do them no favors neither, but the defense been letting them down all year. They got serious questions going on over there in the Raiders. But the good news is, still a lot of games left to be played. He still got a lot of time to turn things around. But I know he don't like what he's seeing right now over there in that Raiders locker room. Good win for the Browns over the Raiders. Next, we got Lions and oh, okay. Connection was delayed. Yeah, I've been seeing you talk about your connection for a while, bro. What's going on with your connection? You might have to holler at your internet, whoever you get internet from, bro. Because I've been hearing you talk about your connection for a while. And I know you ain't just making that up. I believe you, but I mean, you got to make a call or something, bro. You know what I mean? Because, man, it's nothing worse than playing on delayed connection. You know what I'm saying? That just kills everything. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know, bro. You got to do something. You got to make a call. You got to have somebody come out, check out, see what's going on. Are you playing on Wi-Fi? Or are you playing wired up? You know what I mean? So that if you playing on Wi-Fi, that's definitely not the way to go. But if you're playing wired up and you still got a delay, you might want to look into that, bro. Next, we had Lions and Pats. Kyle beat Mad Max, blew him out. Playing wired? I don't know, bro. You got to call out, reach out to your internet provider, bro. Word, they got to come out and send somebody, because I already know. You already know, bro. We play this joint. You know, we rock out with this. You know, we play seasons of this, and you're going to be sick, bro, to keep playing and have to keep dealing with delayed connections. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a terrible feeling, because I know I'll be sick, you know? So, but now it makes sense, because like I said, I ain't used to seeing you just give up a whole lot of points like that. You know what I'm saying? All on a regular. So I know something was going on, but yeah, reach out to the internet provider, bro. Like ASAP. Tell them niggas come out and find out what's going on. But Kyle took out Mad Max. Good win for the Lions. Look, I think the Lions won his last 2 games, maybe even 3, but I think 2. But he definitely found something that's starting to work over there in Detroit. And I always tell you, you ain't always got to start out to the best of starts. Just learn your team. Just learn what you got. Well, learn what you got to deal with, and then just go from there. Good one for this Lions team. Next, we had Broncos and Saints, and I gotta say, this has to be the shocker of the week. 41-0. I expected the Saints not only to win, but if he was gonna lose, I wouldn't expect him to got blanked. I mean, 41-0. I mean, you know, nothing went right that game. Nothing offensively or nothing defensively. Everything went as wrong as it can get. Not a good performance at all for this Saints team, but good win for the Broncos. I mean, look, you know, it don't matter what he struggled with or whatever. You got the win. You came and did what you did, and that's what it is. Next, we have Bills and Jets. P. Earl win against Naruto, 42-21. Naruto struggling with these Jets, man. I'm really shocked that he's struggling with the Jets the way they are, simply for the fact that he made the playoffs with the Jets the first season. Anybody that take a Jets team or them teams in that type of caliber off the rip, I would think next season they would have a better team. I don't know what happened between this season and last season, but I would think he added more than what he had last season. But things haven't been going right for that Jets team, man. They've been losing, and they ran into a juggernaut over there in Buffalo, and they lost big at home. Next, we had Vikings and Giants. Yaba got a win against Giants, and I watched this game too. Oh, okay, yeah, bro. I was just telling on some BS. Like, sometimes I know young is your thing. I know that's your thing, but I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Sometimes you gotta keep them vets. You understand what I'm saying? Them vets is very important, and I know sometimes you look at and you be like, oh, I don't want to pay them for that, but I mean, all you gotta do is add a couple of years to them, and I'm telling you, sometimes a lot of guys that y'all replace the vets with don't be nowhere near as better than the vets. You understand? You got some grooming to do. So keeping vets ain't always a bad thing. Trust me. I'll keep a vet in the stable, at a couple of positions here and there. You know what I mean? Vets come through in a big way, So, yeah, but I dig it though. Oh, okay. Yeah, I did see you say that too. I remember you said that. You said you wasn't blowing all your money, which is smart, and that's something that a lot of people. I'm glad you said that. A lot of people don't realize that just because you come into a free agency with 80 mil, don't mean you need to spend all of that. You do know whatever you don't spend carries over to next year with more money. So some of you guys just be blowing the bank because you got it right there at that moment. I wouldn't you to advise always to do that. Sometimes it's best to try to hit a home run here and there, and that's it. Snatch a couple of guys that you could get, little to nothing, and then take that bread to next season. So, yeah, that's smart, Naruto. I definitely agree with you on that. You never should just go all in because you got it at that moment, because you definitely could have more money for next free agency, and next free agency could be 2 times better than what we just had the season before. So, nice strategy. I seen this game with Vikings and Giants. Giants lost this game on a walk-off touchdown from Dalvin Cook. Dalvin Cook ran the ball in the end zone with no time left, and heartbreaker for the Giants. Heartbreaker. They are 3-3 though. You know what I'm saying? But they had a chance to be 4-2. They had a chance to be 4-2, and instead they're 3-3. This was a tough one for them to lose. Good one for the Vikings. They needed this one in a major way, and they got it done. It was a walk-off. It was heartbreaking for the Giants, but something that the Vikings definitely, was excited about after that game was over. Then we had Cards and Bucks. I took the Bucks to win this. I was wrong. Cards won this one 24-21. Cards rolling right now. He's undefeated, 5-0. But this one, I watched this game too as they was playing, most of it anyway, definitely the second half. And this one was big. Arizona went for it on 4th down. He could have just kicked the long field goal, but I dig it. I guess he felt like if I kick a field goal, I'm still only up 6. Touchdown, I still lose. First down, game over. So I'm not mad at it. You know what I'm saying? But even the 4th down conversion he got was almost picked. So that almost was a very, very change in events at the blink of an eye. But nevertheless, he got the win. He's still undefeated. That's a big win right there. You know what I'm saying? That's a big win. So you get to carry that on and move forward with that. He's 5-0. Next, we got Steelers and Falcons, and E-Ball won 28-14 over C. Bailey and Atlanta Falcons. Atlanta Falcons are struggling right now. Steelers, I'm not too sure what their record is, but they not off to the best of starts. But this is a good win right here. Falcons, listen, anytime you play a team that's down, that's not doing good, listen, you got to take advantage of that. You understand? You got to beat the teams you're supposed to beat. That's the difference between, running off with a great record and running off with a record barely being 500. Because let's just be honest, we all look at our schedule and you all look at games and you could be like, man, that's going to be a tough one. And then you look at games like, all right, nah, we got that. The games that you feel like you look at it and you say, we got that, you must win them games. Because if you don't, now you still got them tough games that you had ahead, and now things could get interesting. But good win for the Steelers. Let's get into week 6. Bears and Dolphins. Money Mascot, he rolling right now. He's out to prove that, this Bears team ain't no team to look past over there in the NFC. I got to get the power rankings out, man. I haven't had power rankings out yet. I got to get the power rankings out, most definitely. But Money Mascot rolling right now. He took out a tough Dolphins team, and if I would have predicted this game, I think I would have took the Dolphins in a close one on the road, but I would have been wrong, and the Bears end up winning by 7. Good win for this Bears team. Like I say, Money Mascot is somebody he's the dangerous guy. He just didn't get off to a fast start on this Madden itself, but Money Mascot, pound for pound, he's pound for pound, he's up there with the top dogs. So he's starting to get his swag back, and it's showing. Good win for this Bears team. Next we got Ravens and Steelers. Not sure if this game going to get played. I seen the back and forth between these two early in the day. You know, but hopefully it'll get played. You know, when there's that much talking going on between two people, you want to see nothing more than the game get played. You know, I don't know. I don't know if they're scheduled for tomorrow or not, but I'm hoping it does. But if they do play, I'll make a prediction. Give me the Ravens in this one. I'll take Ravens over the Steelers in this one. I'm going to go 20. No, I'm going to go 33-22. Ravens. Next, we got Pats and Vikings. Yaba got a nice walk-off touchdown win last night to end the game over the Giants. He's going against Mad Max, New England Patriots. Patriots not off to the best of starts. Neither is the Vikings. But I think the way the Vikings won last game, I think they bring that morale into this one, and I think they get it done. Give me Vikings this week over the Pats, 28-23. Next, we got Cards and Saints. Saints got blown out and shut out to the Broncos last week. He is not going to come to this game feeling, but I always say teams will get blown out, always come back and play harder next week. But I just think that loss right there, you know, against the Broncos, and you know, he knowing that he shouldn't have took no loss like that. I don't think that's going to do him any favors against the Cards. So I think he's going to have a rough week this week as well. Give me the Cards over the Saints, 37-20. Next, we had Coach Coleman. 49ers win against Seabird, Atlanta Falcons. Niners won 38-15. Falcons are off to a terrible, terrible start. Don't be surprised if you start seeing a fire sale going over in ATL. But they struggling right now. And listen, when you're struggling, it's hard to get things in order sometimes. It's hard to, you know, turn that ship around. But right now, the Falcons are struggling, and again, if he's struggling, when you come into town to play ATL, you gotta take advantage of that. You know, you gotta take advantage of that, and that's what the 49ers did. He got a nice win. 49ers off to a good start too. Good one for the Niners team. They off to a great start over there in San Fran. Next, we had Jets and Packers. Good win for the Jets. You know. Good one for the Jets. I don't know what's going on in Green Bay, but they are not having the season that they was having last year. And I'm telling you, man, in my leagues, you got a lot of guys that can play. I just got through saying this in my other league. You can, in my leagues, right, you can make an AFC or NFC championship one season, and then you can barely make the playoffs the next season. Because I'm telling you, even the guys who missed the playoffs can play. You know what I mean? So you ain't got no easy nights coming up. You know what I'm saying? And prime example is this game. I just got through talking about the Jets last week, saying that they're not having the type of season they was having last year, and I was impressed last year because he took that Jets first year team and made the playoffs. So I expected bigger things from him this season. That hasn't been the case thus far. But the way he's been playing, if I would have predicted this game before they played, I would have took the Packers. And guess what? Upset alert. Jets took out the Green Bay in Green Bay. You know, New York played hella D this game. Only gave up 17 points. Green Bay, they've been very inconsistent. They'll win the game, they'll get blown out. They'll win the game, they'll get blown out. They've been inconsistent. I don't know what's going on in Green Bay, but you know, good win for the Jets. Next, we had Texans and Cowboys. This is a tough loss, and this is a bad loss for the Cowboys. I don't know what's going on in Dallas. Do they need to make a trade? Do they need to shake something up? The defense in Dallas is not helping out at all. You know, so the bad news is Dallas got all this offensive weapons, and it seemed like in order for them to win, they gotta beat you on the shootout. So I don't know what's going on over there in Texas, but Dallas got to figure some things out. They gotta whatever defensive scheme they're running is not working. Gave up 42 points to the Texans, and that's no knock to Blackstar. I'm talking about the personnel over there. The personnel in Houston is not like how the personnel over there is in Dallas offensively. Dallas got a way better offensive team than Houston, and they gave up 42 points. Major problems going on in Dallas right now. This is a force for Denver. We had Giants and Washington. Like I say, when you go on losing streaks, it's very hard to shake them. I just got to saying it about Lowski. I say he's been playing bad lately, and it's showing. He's getting blown out. He's getting blown out, or he's just not winning. But he's been getting blown out a lot lately. And I'm telling you, the morale is down right now. The morale is down right now. Listen, we all had games that we lost. We all had games where we all had losing streaks, whatever the case may be. Whatever you had going on that really irked you or really had you hot. When it was time to play, you was like, you told yourself, you talked to yourself for a minute, and you was like, yo, come on, man, we gotta figure this out. You know what I'm saying? We gotta make a change. We gotta do something. You understand? We all been there. Now, when you constantly losing, that's even more words that you using to talk to yourself. You understand? And Washington is going through that right now. Right now, it's mental. It's mental. Listen, man, mental is half the battle. If your mental ain't right, ain't nothing gonna go right. So right now, what's going on in Washington, he feel like he can't get a stop. He feel like he can't play no D because he's giving up a lot of points. So it's all mental right now. He's getting in his own way. When he get on the field to play opponent, he's already down 7-0. You know what I'm saying? So listen, man, I'm telling you, that mental aspect of it never fails. Anytime you competing, I don't care if it's the games that we playing, I don't care if it's real sports, I don't care what it is. Anytime you competing and you losing, that mental starts messing with you. So right now, Washington got to figure some things out now, and they got to figure it out like right now, because we already in week 6, and his record, I believe, is either 0-6 or 1-5 or something like that. But he's got to figure it out like immediately. Next, we had Bengals and Titans. Trey Dog took out a Titans team who was off to a good start. This is a pretty good win for the Bengals. I'm pretty sure Titans, this type of loss you don't want to see. Anytime you playing against one of the top teams in any conference, you want to come out and you want to show that, you know, even if you lose, y'all both danced. Bengals got the best of the Titans in this one, so Titans are gonna have to shake this off, come back next week and just get a win. That's the only thing that's gonna make them feel better. Trust me, a lot of times when you lose, how you lose or whatever, there's nothing more you want than for an advance. You can't wait to get back on the field to play your next matchup. See, that's the beauty of regular season. When you lose tough games on the playoffs, ain't no advance. You gotta wait the whole rest of that playoffs and then the off season. That's why playoff losses really hurt, because you don't get a chance to redeem yourself. The last thing you remember is when you played is whatever happened to cause you to feel like you sick. So Titans get a chance to bounce back and rewrite this wrong next week, but he got a whole lot one on the chin this week. Next, we had Colts and Chiefs. Colts been blowing everybody out, you know, but the difference between this game and the rest of them is that he didn't give up no points. Colts, he haven't been having no close games, but he's been scoring a lot, but he's been giving up a lot. Like he'll have like 49 and his opponent have like 31, or he'll have like 51, his opponent got like 33. You know what I'm saying? So he's been giving up points, but he's been scoring a lot, but not this time, which is very surprising and impressive, because Chiefs got a high-powered offense over there, and he'll give up 10 points. So I don't know what happened in this one. Everything that could go wrong went wrong for the Chiefs, obviously. Offense didn't do no favors, and the defense just stayed home. But good win for the Colts. Like I said, I got to get the power rankings out, but I can tell you right now, Colts is definitely the number one seed. He's been playing like it week to week. Good one for this Colts team. Next, we had Bills and Browns. And I watched this game, and I always talk to y'all about momentum. And I told you that this game has momentum that's besides what you see that they giving you in this one, as far as like the momentum, the whole momentum factor that they added this year. These games have momentum in them, period. Let me just give you an example of what I'm saying. really, really, really picked the Bills off, right, late in the second quarter. And it changed the momentum because Relly couldn't move the ball in the first half. That pick he got, all of a sudden, he's moving the ball down the field. Guys getting open. You know what I'm saying? It was a different scenario. It happened to be, I think, fourth down or third down at the 2 or 1 yard line before halftime, right? With like 2 seconds left in the half. Instead of Relly kicking the field goal, he decided to go for it, didn't make it. That's it. Momentum done. You understand? And not only that, when you playing against good opponents, you got to take the points. I mean, he was only down 10 points in the fourth quarter when, like, late, it was like 2 minutes and change left. He had the ball, right? He trying to drive, and he was down 10. If he kicked that field goal before halftime, he's only down 7. Different. You know what I'm saying? The way you drive is totally different now. Because when you down 10 with almost 2 minutes left in the game, the plays you calling is different if you was down 7. See, you really can't run the ball like that because now you playing against the clock. But if you only down 7, you can call what you want to call. All you need is a score. Down 10, you down 2 scores. So him not going for it really changed things up in that game. And it just took he took all the momentum away from himself. You know what I'm saying? So trust me when I tell you, this game has momentum. You know, and Browns lost that momentum when he went for that touchdown before the half and didn't get it. But good win for the Bills. Bills defense showed up and showed out. They only give up 10 points. Impressive performance for that Bills defense on the road at that. We just got through playing against the Rams. Game cut off. Panthers defense is all over the place. Defense is suffocating them. Yeah, we gave up some big bombs, but you know what? Those are some close plays, and we can live with that. You know what I mean? And you know, I definitely been playing much better ball lately in both my leagues. You know, due to a couple of switches that I made. You know what I'm saying? Just stop overthinking it and just playing. You know what I'm saying? For myself, and just calling a little more blitzes, like, you know what I mean? Stop giving guys all day to pass. You know, start calling more blitzes. Just try to make it more tough for my opponents, and it's working out for us in a positive way. You know, so a good win for this Panthers team. You know, we got a long road ahead of us, but one game at a time. That's all we got to do. One game at a time. And then we got Jags and Chargers. Chargers off to a good start. Jags, he got one win so far. I would love to pick the Jags to pull off an upset right here. But my gut is Chargers ain't going to play around. He going to come take care of business. He likes the position he's in right now in that division. So he's going to come and take care of business. I'm going to take Chargers in this one over the Jags. I'm going to go Chargers 41, Jags 17. So that concludes week 6 with the week 5 recap. And I'll see y'all in the next advance. When is advance? Tomorrow? Yeah, advance is tomorrow, right? Yep, advance tomorrow. Yeah, all right, so bet. 5th quarter tomorrow. I'm out.